Good morning to all Dekel Agri-Vision shareholders and prospective shareholders. This is Lincoln Moore, Executive Director of Dekel Agri-Vision, and today this is podcast 9, and I'm just going to give some flavour on the joint venture agreement announced today with Green Enesys, where we're planning to deliver together a 35 to 36 megawatt hybrid power project intended to be located in Ayenouan, where our palm oil project is in Côte d'Ivoire. Just a little bit of a history. The clean energy area to go into has been something on our minds for now a number of years. Of course, with the palm oil business, we are producing waste material through the empty fruit bunches, and of course have the now the ability to produce biogas from our effluent treatment facility. So a power project or clean energy project of some sort has been a logical area for us to go into. The issue has been about developing what would be the perfect type of, or the ideal type of project for us to deliver as many of the objectives that we can achieve. And really, just to summarise those objectives, at the moment, the empty fruit bunches, it's quite a costly exercise for us. We transport those bunches, which are over 50,000 tonnes per annum on current production, out into our fields as a mulching activity, and it costs in the vicinity of hundreds of thousands of euros. So there's a cost that we can save by diverting into clean energy, and of course we'll gain through the development of that energy. In addition, of course, and this weighs in not only with the biomass production, but also the additional large solar production, is the capability to develop another revenue stream for Dekel. So we've obviously been through a process already of discussions with the government to understand the process to apply for the permits, understand relevant prices that we can achieve, and we feel at this stage there's enough confidence that this can be an economical project to move into the next phase and deliver it as an additional revenue stream by a sale of power to the government. Thirdly, which is an interesting one for us as well, clearly with the name change and recent announcements, I think everyone's now well aware that we're looking to diversify into multiple commodities in Côte d'Ivoire. Of course, cashews is the second, and clean energy in itself is one. But of course, there's other opportunities to develop commodity processing facilities on our existing site. And there are areas of processing where, if we can benefit from much lower power cost compared to our competitors, and of course leverage off the scale of our existing labour force, where we can potentially be a very low cost or lower cost producer of other agricultural processing commodities. And really the power project will lead us into further thoughts as to what that area would be, but we are looking at other projects to develop at the Ayenouan site, in addition to the palm oil and the energy. So I think it ticks all of those boxes, the framework of this joint venture agreement. We look forward to working with Green Enesys to transform this into a real project over the time to come. Now, in terms of just what we do from a Dekel Oil perspective, of course, one of our main responsibilities is to progress the conversation with the government and to put the power permit applications in. So that's part of the next phase for us in terms of the overall detailed due diligence. Of course, desktop and initial feasibility has already been completed and ticked off. The second one, of course, is the land availability, and we have the land at the Ayenouan site to deliver this clean energy project. So we'll be making available the land, and of course then the raw materials I mentioned before, the empty fruit bunches, are available to us, so we can provide the feedstock for the biomass. So a significant contribution to Dekel. Of course, as I mentioned in the announcement, there's no direct funding obligation on us, and the items in itself will deliver, we believe, great benefits to Dekel. And clearly the funding and the capex is to come, but the idea is that this will be funded as a specific project finance. Clean energy is an area which is of interest to many groups in terms of funding, so it's an area which both debt and equity is available, and as we develop the exact specifications of the project, we're at the same time talking to prospective funding groups to get involved. So an exciting project. I think it sits behind in terms of where it orders at the moment. We've obviously got the palm oil in production. The cashew will certainly be our next production and revenue asset, and we believe the clean energy project will be our third and provide the impetus for a fourth project and another commodity potentially at Côte d'Ivoire. So a good framework of projects really developing, I think, for shareholders to see, and we look forward to providing reasonably frequent updates on the clean energy project as it progresses, as well as the palm oil and cashew in the time to come. Thank you very much.